Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek, and we are back with episode 12 of the Banner Saga, and barring any complications, this should actually be the finale episode. We are pretty much just getting ready for the last battle, and then going for it. So, it takes a while, but you finally find someone willing to craft an arrow for you. He eyes you suspiciously when you show him the silver, but shakes his head and gets started. Alette watches, the smith's fire reflecting in her distant stare. I talked with Ivan a long time while you were gone. He told me a lot about Juno. Is she really as powerful as he said? It certainly seems that way. That might be the most luck we've had so far. Dad, I think I know what's going to happen now. An arrow? She's going to make you shoot Bellower, isn't she? I don't know for sure. Come on, who else is going to do it? Ivor? Alette, I know where this is going. You're afraid of me dying. This isn't like before. We can't run this time. That's not what I... Let me do it. What? Why not? Because you think I'll get hurt? What do you do when Bellower comes straight for the person holding the only thing that can destroy him? Let me speak. Everything's changed. Skoger feels so long ago. I'm not asking because I'm afraid of losing you. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Let me do it because I know I'm a better shot. I have a chance of puncturing his armor. We only have one shot. Excuse me. I'm not a child anymore. I'm not just some girl. I'm your daughter. I can do this. For once, let me decide what happens to me. I know you can do it. Take the arrow. She smiles and takes your hand in hers. We'll survive this. I know we will. You sit by her side silently until the smith finishes his work. Alright. Well, I'm hoping we get an opportunity to rest. That would be wonderful. But I don't know if we're going to get that opportunity. Because it'd be nice to go into it with some better morale, as well as having everyone totally healed up. There he is. Juno is in the middle of an animated debate as you approach, the arrow in your hand. There's little time left. Bellower knows we're here. Whether he is waiting for more of his forces to arrive, or simply wants to starve us out first, I cannot tell. But he will not expect a direct attack. Is this a joke? How are we going to do that? I'll take a handful of warriors to face him. I can keep a small group hidden from sight. The rest of you will lead the charge from there. With luck, Bellower will send his armies away from himself to meet you. What about the ravens? They may protest. They will not. I've arranged a task for them. Even if you make it to Bellower, what chance is there of defeating him? We saw what happened at Irontoft. That thing can't be killed. Juno shows them the arrow you had forged from the Godstone silver. This will make him bleed like the rest of us. Once he is pierced, he will be vulnerable. She looks you in the eyes. We only have one. Do not miss. And bring only those you absolutely need. It will take all my concentration to keep the other dredge from swallowing us up. I cannot join in battle. And if we kill Bellower, then what? The dredge will just wander away? That is my belief, yes. I can't say for certain. This is a doomed plan. Help us hold out here until the ships are finished. And then what? Bellower will hound our every step all the way to Arborang, where I am certain more sunder await? Now is the time to speak to loved ones, in the memory of any god that pleases you. Rest. In the morning we slay asunder. Alright, well there's our option to go face Bellower. We don't really have another option here. I mean, we can't rest. We can look at our map, but that won't really do us any good. I mean, I can look around here, but it looks like we are getting ready to go do this thing. So let's try it. The silence is what you remember. You rise in silence and walk through empty streets. Upon the wall, two armies stand quietly watching each other. Your footsteps echo on the wooden floorboards as you approach Juno. She breaks the silence. It's time, Juno says. Gather your allies. Today one thing will end, another will begin, and our actions will decide on which side we stand. Alright, well... I guess that's my party. Okay, well I'm kind of thinking then maybe I want Mogre instead of... Yeah, so like this, I think that's okay. I know Ivor's injured, but I think even injured he's going to be a huge help. And then I think we're really going to need Ivan, even though he's injured as well. So let's try this. I guess if this goes all to plan, this could end up being a fairly short episode, but I'm imagining that I'm probably not going to win this in one try, which is why I wanted to split this from the last episode where we took care of pretty much all of the prep. It's unfortunate that I won't be able to go into this with, fully healed characters and everything, but that's kind of the breaks here. And, I mean, in case anyone is curious, if you've stuck out this long, my plans are certainly to play the other games as they come out. Of course, they have not been announced yet, so we don't have any idea when that will actually be. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm not going to be doing a whole lot as far as attacking these guys. I'm going to mostly focus on attacking Bellower. That is definitely our big target here. And Bellower is who we want to go after, because I'm pretty sure sharing impact. Yeah, let's try it. Okay. Okay. Yes, because what we want to do here is we want to focus as much of our attack, anyways, on Bellower. So that means we're going to want to keep right on him and get as many of our people as possible attacking him. What does this do? Break 1 damage to target, +1 to return the favor. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just attack. So, here's what I'm going to do with him, because this is going to be one of those moves that's, in a way, kind of crucial, actually, to this battle, just because it can hurt Bellower. Yeah, so, that is a good point that I haven't really mentioned yet. We are just basically hanging back with Alette. We're not letting her do too much, because when we have her attack, we want it to be the arrow. Okay, no big deal. Understand that. Okay. Good. Alright. Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is we're just kind of hoping to survive long enough to really make this whole thing work. Because Bellower can, of course, as we saw, heal. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is just finish off his armor. That's fine. Okay, so we are going to get right up in here so I can keep on my attack of Bellower here. Okay, nice. Yeah, I mean, the thing that I don't know is actually how much he heals each turn. Okay, so it looks like he healed back up to half armor. Okay, so we are going to come up here. Should still be able to use... Oh, I can't do it. Okay, well, I don't really want to waste that, so I guess I'll just wait this turn out. Another turn waiting as a let, but that's fine. Alright. And again, just focusing on taking out Bellower's armor here. Because ideally what we can do is come in here like this. Oh, we're so close. Okay, let's go like this. Use our arc lightning on him. I don't know how much that's actually going to help. If at all, really. What I'm going to do is this so I can finish off his armor. Okay, so his armor is gone now. No, it's not. Shoot. Okay, I mean, this turn, though, I should be able to go ahead and use the silver arrow. Oh, this is crappy. Okay, silver arrow. Alright, that's exactly what I wanted. I don't know that I'm going to be able to win this battle, though. Because, you know, unfortunately a lot of my people fell during the first half of the battle, and this does continue on, and I think they don't come back. We'll see. But, you know, it would make sense that they don't come back. Oh, never mind, it looks like they do. Alright, so... Yes, Alette is dead. But what we're going to do now is just focus on getting up to him again and taking him out for good this time. And we're not really going to focus on other people at all. At least, you know, as much as possible we aren't. Some turns, like we saw here, we will have to, but just going to try and advance the lines as much as possible. Get right up to him and take him out. Man, that sucks. Let's go up through here. Still can't attack him, go figure. Okay. So, one thing that I don't know, of course, is what happens, like, if we just lose this part, like, if we have to do the first part as well, because that obviously would... What does this do? Yeah, I don't think that's what I want to do. This is what I want to do, though. Nice. Yeah, go figure. So, Rook is dead. Yeah, and I'm not going to have a way to get past these guys, really, without taking a ton of turns. So what I'm going to do is move over here. Yeah, I guess I really kind of have to hope that... I really have to hope that we don't have to redo both battles. Yeah, this is harsh. Really harsh, because just like that you can lose so much. I mean, and he's not going to last long here either. Nope. I mean, this is over. Wow. Well, I mean, it makes sense. It is the last battle of the game, so... Makes sense that they're not messing around at all. Yeah, I mean, that was that. So the last thing you see is Belor standing above you, and you know this is the end. Everything you've worked so hard for, gone in an instant. So like I said, hopefully it just lets us do the first half. But we'll see. I mean, the second half. Nope. God damn. Alright, well this could end up being a very, very long episode. Ugh. Shoot. Well, okay. Man. Alright, yeah, let's do that. I think having Rook go first was probably one of the first big mistakes there. Just get a nice big hit out on him to start. I guess we gotta try and get this guy out of our way. You know, in a perfect world, we wouldn't have to spend any time fighting any other enemy. But obviously, I mean, the chances of that are fairly low. But let's see what we can do here. that just to prevent how much he's going to regain this turn. Of course, he may not... Oh, well, he'll definitely have a chance to regain. Because... Yeah, because his turn is coming up here in just a second. Nice, actually critical hit. Not that it matters, of course, because he's not the real target, but I should have a chance to get rid of the rest of his armor before Alet's next turn. Hopefully. Oh, maybe not. We'll see. Turn, and then it should be Alet. Let's Silver Arrow. Okay, I mean, at least we can pretty reliably get through this part of it. It's just going to be the second half of the battle that takes a lot of time and potentially a lot of tries, but hopefully not too many more. But we will see here. Come on. Alright, so here we are again. And here's what we're going to do. Okay, so one of the real problems, of course, is that we only get 5 people. Like, you know, we don't get someone to make up for the fact that Alet is not dead. So that's actually pretty rough. Just wanted to move him out of the way. He did not go in the most ideal spot, although it's not that bad because I will still be able to get... I will be able to go around and get him from the back, ideally. Which is basically exactly what we want. Alright. Here we will use a bunch of willpower and just immediately start going for as much armor damage as possible. Is like, it's really bad when that happens, but you know, there's not much we can do about it. This will at least allow him to directly attack his strength. Yeah, he needs to do that. Oh my god, I hate that. Why does he get stunned every time? That's what I'm wondering. That's like really devastating to our chances. I mean, of course, the other thing that's obviously devastating to our chances is just the fact that he gets to basically do some kind of attack every time we hit him. So it feels like we're never exactly making any progress. This is just like really looking bad again. Okay, I mean, this is like straight up suicide here. Probably both of them are going to die from this. Okay, so only one did, so that's okay. I mean, still, like, this isn't even going to be close, unfortunately. Yeah. And that'll be it, so that's another loss. Gosh, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. I mean, I don't really want you guys to, like, miss attempts at this, but at the same time, I can imagine that this could take multiple more attempts, so I think what I might do is make a cut here, and then come back when I think I'm going to win. So, yeah, so that is what I'm going to do here, so I will, see you shortly, hopefully with better results. Hey everybody, so I am back now. Literally I had to play this for about another hour. Basically just dying over and over again, and what I eventually had to do is change the difficulty to easy, which was something that I did not want to do for this playthrough, but there are a few inherent issues with the kind of game design here, and those are things that I want to talk about here. As you can see, I am about to deliver the final blow and win the battle. Okay, so here's the issue. Throughout the entire game, they give you the option, first of all, to spend your renown on supplies, and we saw over and over that when I did that, that ended up being a mistake, and it was my bad for continuing to do that over and over. I probably should have realized after the first time or two that it was a mistake and it just wasn't going to get me anywhere, but I was kind of holding out hope that I could prevent losing more people by buying supplies. Clearly that was a mistake, because one of the things that happened here was my characters were just too underleveled, right? So this was a problem that because I've done a little bit of research now, seeing if other people were running into the same problems as me, and they were. You know, it's just very easy to get to the last battle and be underleveled because of things like that, as well as the fact that many times throughout the game you had the option to not fight, and you could choose to leave rather than fight. And I think one of the things that the game should have stressed is that leaving rather than fighting actually made the game harder, because that's the other thing is my characters were not leveled up enough, and I didn't have enough renown to level them up enough by the end here to actually complete the game on normal. Besides that, what I can tell from other people is that the final boss is just an out-of-the-blue difficulty spike, and I think that's kind of a problem, and only because up until now, as you've seen, all of the fights have been relatively easy. I've rarely lost until these last few battles, when then it just became overwhelmingly difficult. But, you know, that aside, I mean, here I am. We should be able to see this out now. So I just wanted to let you guys know that this did take quite a bit of time, quite a lot longer than I wanted it to. So I am glad I made the cut. I didn't want to have you guys just see me die over and over. So there is Bellower defeated, and now we will get to see the end of our game. So I mean, like, some of the differences by changing the difficulty. First of all, Bellower only had 15-15 instead of 20-20. And on top of that, like, so in the first round he had 4 minions instead of 6, which made that a little easier to deal with. And then in the second round he had 2 instead of 4, which made it incredibly easy to deal with, because I was just able to take them out real quick and then gang up on him. So, let's see our ending through here. Colette? No, not her. But where are the menders? Rook, she is beyond their help. Stand up. You're only barely aware of the surrounding chaos as Dredge flee from Varl warriors who push their advantage. Bellower is dead. You are not. We must go. Let me carry Alette to Beauregard. We'll honor her properly. Juno is right. With Bellower fallen, the Dredge flee the field of battle. You return to Beauregard, but have almost no memory of doing so, aside from image of Alette's still body being carried in Ivor's arms. So we should have the time we need to finish the ships. I think you're right. The Dredge don't seem interested in us anymore. Since Bellower fell, they've been going their own way. The Ravens have been keeping the docks clear. Juno's talking to them about something now. When those longships are ready, we'll be able to sail all the way to Arborang. With luck, before the darkness shows up here. How far south has it spread? I couldn't say. Hopefully not far. We'll get the prince back to his home, and Hakon has already decided to come with us. There's not much else to go back to. The two look up as you approach. Rook, it's time. Soon we'll be ready to leave Beauregard, find somewhere safe. One ship is done already, at the docks. I had it prepared for a let. I'm not ready to see this. Come, Rook. It's time to honor your daughter. Well, that was, it's pretty moving. Definitely unfortunate that I had to go down that way. Very beautiful piece of music as well. So, I mean, as far as this goes, so I mean, this Let's Play is done, and that, you know, that's fine. So, I am going to be brainstorming other Let's Plays and figuring out what I want to do. I do have spring break coming up, so I might want to try and just get an entire Let's Play done over spring break. That could be fun. Just do something kind of short. But I will say, as far as the future of the Banner Saga, I will definitely be playing the next part when and if it comes out. I know they've said that they're still working on it, so man, this is a really, really beautiful set piece here. The art here is just really beautiful. Anyways, you know, they've said they've been working on it. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if it's going to take our choices and our characters and levels and everything right over from this save into the next game. I kind of hope so, because that could be cool to kind of show you guys the entire series, basically. But, you know, for now, Banner Saga is going to be over, because clearly this is the end, and this is all that's out right now. So, you know, I will let the credits roll here, and I'll probably kind of talk about my overall thoughts over the credits. But, you know, I just want to say, first of all, like, huge thanks to everyone who worked on the game, because it really, really is an incredible game. You know, I enjoyed it all the way through, up until the last battle. You know, and I mean, I got it figured out. The that was probably my only real problem with the game, I think, was just that last battle. But other than that, I mean, the game was fun all the way through. You know, I had a good time. I think it was a good game. I'm definitely excited to see what comes next. Interesting that they've got 2 bass trombones and 2 timpanists. Sorry, this is my music knowledge going off here. Anyways, you know, I liked it all. I think probably the most impressive thing about it is that I am feeling like more desire to actually learn more about the Vikings, which is, it's kind of cool that a game is making me want to educate myself, and I kind of feel this way when I play things like Crusader Kings or Europa Universalis 4, which I need to play more of both of those. But yeah, and of course, huge thanks to all the Kickstarter backers, because clearly, you know, the game wouldn't exist without the people who gave it a chance early on. You know, that's awesome, especially seeing this giant list of people that helped. That's super cool. but you know, that's the biggest thing, is like it's really just an immersive environment, and it makes you want to learn more about who it's about, you know, because it is about the Vikings, which are surprisingly, like, very, very interesting. You know, and it's kind of one of those things that I think as a whole we don't know everything about, but on an individual basis, I think, you know, a lot of people don't know that much about the Vikings, or at least maybe not as much as we should, and it's nice to have a game that kind of makes you want to learn a little bit more about them. I think that's fun. But you know, overall, like, I definitely recommend this game to people. You know, if you watched through the whole Let's Play, thank you for, you know, sticking around. That's super cool. But also, you know, now you see a little bit of kind of where I'm coming from that last battle, and you will know to kind of look out for that, because it could be an issue. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'd say it's a very good game. I liked it a lot, and I think, I mean, obviously a lot of people have already played it, but I think for the people that haven't, you know, give it a shot. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I think it's a game that in general has been surprising people. Yeah, huge list of names here. I don't really want to, like, skip it, but maybe I should. Maybe I'll let it run and I just won't talk. Oh, okay, cool. So we can actually scroll through this, so that's what I'm gonna do. No offense to anyone, of course, but I didn't want to let this run for like 10 minutes. So, you know, as you can see, huge list of names. Lots of Kickstarter support, and that's awesome. I myself was not a Kickstarter backer. Unfortunately, I just tend to not kickstart things, and that's just kind of my choice there. Let me see. So I'm going to try and get back to the main menu, and we can kind of wrap this up. So yeah, I mean, this, like I said, this will be the end of this Let's Play, but I should have something new started pretty soon. I don't know what yet, so it'll be a surprise for all of us. But you know, I think you guys got a pretty good idea of my thoughts on the game. I'm definitely looking forward for part 2, and hopefully you guys are as well. So, as always, feel free to comment if there's anything that you would like to comment on. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more of my videos every single day. And if you liked this episode, then please consider clicking the like button, because that could help me out a lot, and I appreciate everything you do to help. So with all of that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.